Welcome back, SethBling here. Today I want to show you my idea for what a Zelda spin attack might look like in Minecraft. In order to use it, you basically start sneaking and moving around. You can do it in a circle or any pattern, and when you do, it'll charge up and you'll get this spin attack. I don't actually have my hand on the mouse right now. The game is actually spinning my character for me, and of course summoning a bunch of potions of harming. Let's get some spiders out here. Show you what it looks like with a bunch of mobs, and I will yeah, so I have to have the sword in my hand, so I'm sneaking right now. It's not charging up. Let's get the master sword in my hands, and you can see it damages them. Didn't kill them in one hit, but probably it'll kill most of them in two. There we go. So it does deal quite a bit of damage, and it's of course, you know, splash damage, I guess. Splash potions. Here's what it looks like from a third-person point of view. There's the sneaking and the spin attack. It's a nice circle. So let's take a look at how it works. I'm not going to show you all the command blocks or anything, although in the video description there's a download where you can download a schematic with all this stuff. And to get it started, you just push this button. It'll give you a master sword, and it'll set up all the scoreboards and everything. But I will take you through all the scoreboards and what they do. So first of all, let's look at sneak. Sorry, in the sidebar. Sneak basically is tracks how many centimeters you've sneaked or something since the last tick. So you can see it kind of skips around a bit. If I stop sneaking, it stops. It's at 0, but normally it's going to be at about 6. If you sneak diagonally, it goes up to 8 or 9. Sometimes it drops down to 0 though. So what I was originally doing was, you know, if the player had a non-zero sneak score for a while, then I would do the spin attack, but sometimes it drops to 0 even if you're continuously sneaking. So I created a sneaking scoreboard objective that basically stays at 2 and it drops down to 1 if your sneak score drops down to 0 basically. So you can see it drops down to 1 sometimes, not very often I guess. Yeah, it's dropping a little bit. So then there's a sword objective, which basically says, is the player holding the master sword in their hand? It has to be an item named master sword. So you can see it's keeping track of that. If I move it to a different slot, it'll still work correctly. So if your sneaking objective is above 1 and your sword objective is above 0, then a progress objective, let's show you progress, counts up at basically 5 times per second, or sorry, 10 times, what is it? No, it's 20 times per second, but it goes up to a value of 5, and then it drops back down to 0. Let's go back into game mode 0. You can see basically, well, it's a little hard to match it up, but the progress, every time the progress score gets to 5, I get 1 experience point in my experience bar. And then once my experience bar gets up to 10, or sorry, not 10, I think it's actually 7 maybe? 4, 5, 6, yeah, it's 7. Once it gets up to basically level 1, that's when the spin attack happens. And there is a objective that measures how long the swing has left in it, basically. It starts out at 20, drops down to 0 over the course of a second. And you can see on the right-hand side that it is going up to 20 and then dropping down. And basically each time it drops down by 1, it rotates the player a little bit and summons a splash potion in the direction that they're looking. I had to actually kind of manually, let's go game mode 1. I had to actually manually write these commands that basically say if the player is swinging currently and their angle is between 18 and 35, then summon a potion relative to the player by -1.2 in the X direction and +3.8 in the Z direction. And it summons a thrown potion. And so basically, for every different angle you could have in units of 18 degrees, I wrote a different command block. I actually used a little script to fill all these out for me, but so that's what all of these command blocks are. Anyway, if you'd like to download the schematic, there's a link in the video description. All you have to do is just push this button to get it started. This sets up all the scoreboards, gets the redstone over here going, and gives you a sword, so you can try it out for yourself. That's about it. Thanks for watching.